Hey everyone, it's Emily Williams back again for another interview with my amazing client, Erica Marie Walters. So excited to have her here. I just want to double check that everyone can hear us before we go ahead and dive right in because this is going to be an incredible interview. So my team will tell me in a second, I'm sure, whether they can hear us. Yep, okay, we're good. So Erica, so excited to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so I am an eating psychology coach, and that means that I help women who struggle in their relationship with food and body to fall in love with themselves and eating again.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
big
it's
work
really
in the world.
exciting. Yes, it is.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your coaching journey, how you
Mm.
discovered coaching, how you decided to move forward, all of that.
So I started my professional career as a mechanical engineer, and it was something that I sort of fell into. I was good at math and science in high school. I didn't know what else I wanted to do, and it was like a push to get women in science and engineering, so I just sort of went with the flow and went with it. And from the beginning, I knew that it wasn't my passion. I knew that it wasn't my purpose. And so I always had this little inkling of like, okay, there's something else, there's something more, there's something that I want to do. But I just sort of went with the flow and I didn't know what else to do, so I went with it.
Yeah.
And then I got to my corporate job and I hated it. I hated the culture. I didn't love the work. I knew that it wasn't what I was meant to do. So I started this journey of taking a million classes. I took classes from graphic design to psychology, and nothing really fit. Until I have an autoimmune disease, and my health was in the tubes. No doctors could help me. I changed my diet and it completely changed my life. And so I thought, oh, okay, I think I might want to help other women get their autoimmune disease under control. So I did some certifications in that, and that was really great, but it still like just wasn't within me like what I knew I was meant to do. So I did some more classes, some more things, and I realized that if I paired my nutritional therapy certifications and training with eating psychology, that was really the sweet spot. And then I could really help women who are struggling with their bodies and their relationship with food, like end that suffering and to change their life. And so I had that, I got those two pairings together, which was what I was meant to do, but I was still floundering and I didn't quite know what to do with it and how to actually implement it. And that's when iHeart Coaching came along.
Wow. Okay. So was iHeart Coaching the first coaching program that you saw out there and available?
For coaching, yes. So
Okay.
I saw different, like a marketing thing. I saw these
Yeah.
different, how to do a webinar, all these one-off things. And so, in terms of coaching with my eating psychology program, I learned the coaching piece, but it wasn't really the business with the coaching piece.
Gotcha.
So I'd had all these one-offs, and then iHeart Coaching was the one that like really brought it together into easy to manufacture, like easy to follow pieces, and that's what really drew me to the program because I'm a
Yeah.
serial I'm a serial course taker, so
Yeah.
I would take all these things but it didn't really help me actually implement things and get it out in the world.
I see. Yeah, I hear you. So I love what you said about how your health, essentially, and you learning what worked for you was really a catalyst for you moving forward with your coaching business and feeling that spark to help other women. Because I think
Yes.
so many people, they see coaching, they see that there are a lot of things that are possible for them. They watch other women build their business, and they wonder how they can find a clarity about who they're meant to serve. And it really can be as easy as your own journey giving you the answers you're looking for. It definitely was for me. And for you, that was that situation as well.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it was my journey that really brought me to the main work. But actually, I wouldn't have had the confidence to choose the people who I'm working with if it weren't for iHeart Coaching.
Okay, say more about that.
iHeart Coaching. So it gave me the clarity. So there's a couple of things. My ideal client hasn't necessarily walked most of my journey. Like a lot of people, a lot of ideal clients, they've been there before. So mine's a little different. But that's the woman who really energizes me to work with. And I wouldn't have had, it was the mindset work with iHeart Coaching that gave me the deep sense of self-worth and the deep sense of confidence to actually go after what I wanted rather than the easier thing. And so even in, my journey with mechanical engineering and such, that was what was there and that was the easier path to follow. And so in many ways, actually, iHeart Coaching helped me to go after what I wanted rather than the thing that was easy that really might look ideal to a lot of different people. My job in corporate America was ideal to many people, but it wasn't ideal to me. And so I actually go after what I want now.
Wow. And how is that working for you? What's changed?
Oh my gosh. On a just like a blanket level, I am so much more authentically me in everything I do, not just the business. So I was just at a music festival last weekend, and I was just authentically me, whereas I wouldn't have been that way before. My relationships with other people are much more authentically me, and they're much deeper than they would have been otherwise. And I had really secluded myself before because of my health issues before iHeart Coaching. And so iHeart Coaching brought that community back within me. And I think that just helps, stoke the fire and the purpose and the passion within me more than I could just on my own.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how at the graduation event in London, you stood up and you said something really similar, like you feel like you are now authentically you. And that was the best thing I could ever hear. I mean, obviously I want my clients to get results and make money and all of those things. And at the same time, iHeart Coaching is not just about that. It's about really helping women own who they are, whether that's the woman who goes to music festivals, the woman who loves Kate Spade and Chanel, and some of us love both. And it's about no longer denying what really lights you up and who you are and creating a brand that is authentically you and obviously attracting those clients who are meant to work with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, as you were saying, like being authentically me, the thing that was coming up for me is that there were so many different things that I was settling for. Just one thing that even came up was my wish list for like a birthday or something. I had put, after working some mindset things, I had put, like a Kate Spade, office supply things. Yeah. And at first, and like that was even a big step for me to just even want that rather than like the, $10 thing. Right. And at first I felt sort of awkward about like having other people see the things that I wanted. It felt wrong and it felt sort of exposed and it felt sort of icky. Yeah. But through the mindset work that we've done, I've realized like but that's me. And I was saying that, I was wrong and that was icky and that kind of thing. And nobody else cares. Like I'm fabricating all these fears that nobody else even, would remotely entertain or think about those, judging me.
Your husband's probably like, I can't believe she wants that Kate Spade office supply.
So even being authentically me, a lot of times people think, just interacting with people and, and the way that you come across, but even just the things that you might have in your life or the way that you show up, the way that I've shown up in the minute little details has even transformed and changed.
Yeah, I love that. And anyone, asking what does a Kate Spade stapler have to do with building a business? It really has to do everything with building a business, because when we make ourselves wrong for our desires and the desire for nice things or the desire to want to actually make money, that's when we block ourselves from making money. So anything that we judge, we block. And so what Erica's talking about here has to do with money mindset, which is a huge part of all of my programs, including iHeart Coaching. And it's really essential for you to to go to the next level in your business and in your life, and to attract the money and the people that you want to work with. Otherwise, you play small and you dumb down and you dim everything that you actually do want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All that. And even it's just so much more inspiring to have an environment that you love, or to have I've freed up so much more energy to put towards the things that really matter to me and my work with the women that I help and that kind of thing. It just frees so much up. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're always worried about what people think or whatever, we all have our own worries and our own energy drains. But if those are really taking over our life and ruling us, then we don't have the energy we need to build our business and to get our message out into the world and make an impact. So I love that you're sharing that. So you feel like you're more authentically you through the program. What else has the program helped you create?
So, before the program, I was really led by the nose by my fears. My fears were what was taking me around. I was focusing on my fears, and I didn't have an awareness that was really the case, but like the focus was always the fears. And so now the focus is actually on my dreams and my goals and the things I want to do. So just by making that shift, I'm able to get so much further than where I was, just being stagnant and paralyzed and in the muck of like a pig pen, like from Peanuts cartoon, it's like all the fear, dirt, swirling around me. So I think that the shift from like focusing on fears to vision was really important. And what was really great about the iHeart Coaching program was that, you and the community were able to hold a space for me and the other women, hold big dreams for us before we could hold them for ourselves. And so, even if I just went through a book or something with this, I don't think I would have been able to dream and get excited about a bigger vision, because I needed someone to help hold that space for me and almost give me permission to have that space before I was able to take it on as my own. And that was a really important factor with iHeart Coaching.
Yeah, that permission piece is really huge for a lot of people. I know it was for me as well. And even just seeing other women out there living the life that they want and starting their own business and attracting clients and making money, for me, that was a wake-up call. And I started to feel really jealous of them. We talk about this in the program as well. But they also showed me what was possible. And they, in a way, gave me permission to go for it myself. And same with, the coaches I work with. And we just talked about this with LaDawn on the previous interview. Coaches can see that bigger vision for you. And like you said, hold the space even when you might not be there yet.
Yes. Yes.
It's fun. Yeah. So awesome. So yeah, those are the main things that were a part of the program for you, in addition to getting your website out there and programs and moving forward with your business, correct?
Yeah, definitely. That's another thing where I was like paralyzed by fear of getting my message out. And so, before the program, I didn't have a website. I didn't have pictures. I didn't want to share really anything on social media because it was almost like, well, why do people want to hear from me? And so this program helped just, again, like that deep self-worth which is I have this message and I have these women who are waiting to hear me get my message out. And so once I was able to make that shift and like I have women who are waiting for me, it was then easy to say, okay, I'm going to get my website up. I'm going to move past my fears. I'm going to keep my fears in the driver's seat or in the passenger seat, not in the driver's seat. So to get that up, to get Facebook ads going, to get my business page up, and to share what I know so that I can help other women end that suffering that they're going through.
I love that. What does ending their suffering mean to you?
It means making a shift so that their energy is put towards their big purpose and going after a love that they or a life that they love and want, rather than energy towards the things that aren't great about them, or that the way that they're punishing for themselves because they're not meeting society's standards and that kind of thing. It's really liberating women from the way that they've been thinking about themselves, their body, and like society as a whole for their whole life, basically.
Yeah, that's huge. Very important work. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So next question. So you have a great perspective on high performance coaching. So for anyone watching, we're talking about the iHeart Coaching Program. And if you have any comments or questions, definitely post them below the video or share hearts. We'd love to see that. And we're talking about iHeart Coaching because it's open for enrollment. You can sign up through the weekend. It's about to close, so you want to get in the door. And one of the amazing features of the program and opportunities is to have monthly calls with my husband, who is a certified high performance coach, certified by Brendon Burchard. And Erica has firsthand experience with high performance coaching. So she's been working with James for nearly a year now. Is that right?
Yeah, actually a little over a year.
A little over a year. So tell us a little bit, if you can. I know it's a big question. How would you describe high performance and the impact that it's had in your life?
Oh boy, yeah, that's there's so much to that. There's so much to that. I think, when I first heard high performance, there's something about it to me that was maybe a little like more on the sterile side, I suppose. Like, okay, I'm going to do high performance. So like, I'm going to do these steps and I'm going to perform better. Yeah. But it's so great. It's so much deeper than that. It's changing. It's not just steps that you have to, do something to perform better, but it's changing the way you think and your habits and the way you do things at like your core level, and able to enable you to perform at a high level, not just, with peaks and valleys. Okay, I'm going to launch, so I have to perform really high here and then I'm going to crash. It gives you the tools to be able to sustain that and keep that at a high level. Yeah. And there's one other thing I wanted to say with that too, but yeah, I'm sure it will come to me as we talk a little more about it. Yeah. So what do you think the benefits are of having those monthly calls with James in the iHeart Coaching Program? Oh my gosh. I think that first of all, James brings, I like the masculine perspective to things, which I think is very helpful in general. But there's also a certain sense of, he gives you, the training gives you like just really quick touchstones. What I mean by that is you can be in a situation and you can remember, the phrase or the little trick that he's given you to make a shift. And that makes all the difference. Like one little shift that he's taught you that's sort of within you can like be the difference between a really great conversation and not so great conversation, a really great day and a not so great day. A really inspiring, podcast or work that you're working on or not. It helps make those shifts. And James is really good at drilling down if you've got a question or whatever to quickly, he's talked with so many women and done this so long that he's really good at being able to quickly get to the root of things and help you through whatever it is you're going through. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Yeah, and I think so many people feel the same as you. I know when I heard the phrase high performance, I thought like someone was going to be helping me run a marathon or something, and I don't necessarily want to run a marathon, but it helps you with the business marathon. Like you said, it's not about and then crashing, because you're not going to be able to sustain that in your business. And so it's really, really important to have these tools that James will give everyone every single month. So super excited about that. So, and for you, really Erica, sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, for you, I'm just curious to know how your life would be different had you not signed up for iHeart Coaching. Oh my gosh. I would still be floundering and stuck, and I probably wouldn't have a website. I probably wouldn't be helping women get through their food and body issues. One thing that's really been interesting with my husband and I is that he's always had really big visions, really big dreams, really wanting to make a huge impact in the world. We met when we were 19, and I've always seen myself as a partner in that. And we're hand in hand going towards that. But what iHeart Coaching gave me, it really retaught me how to dream big again. And so now I actually have my own big vision and my own big dreams that I'm working towards, that I'm hand in hand with my husband, and he's working towards his, I'm working towards mine. And then we're both supporting each other and working towards our own dreams together. But it's really, strengthened our relationship in a way that I didn't even know could be strengthened.
Yeah.
It's enriched our life our future is so much different because of the work I've done in iHeart Coaching. Our future is so different, and our present is so different because I am going after what I want right now rather than worrying and being paralyzed by the fear and judgment and all of that.
I love it. And what would you say to anyone on the fence?
This sounds really cliche, but I'm going to say it. It's true. It's coming from my heart. Like, you can't afford not to do this. Not only will this help you transform your business, but it will enhance and expand every aspect of your life. And you will live such a bigger life than you would have otherwise. And it's going to save you so much time and enrich so much that you can't afford not to do this. This is a huge opportunity and experience. And I encourage you to just jump right in and go for it.
Were you on the fence? I never asked you that.
No. I was one of those people who actually, saw all of the things you were doing, and I had it on my calendar when doors opened, and I think I signed up that first day because I knew that it was a different program than the things I had signed up for before. I did have a hesitation where it was like, is this going to be just one of the many multitude of programs that I've signed up for and I haven't done anything with? But I really liked that you paired it with the mindset work and then the how-to of getting things together. And I thought, okay, this seems like a one-stop shop to help me get where I want to go. And that really is true because without the mindset work, I could have had, all the tutorials in the world and it wouldn't have done anything because I needed to do the inner work, the mindset work, the high performance work in order to actually, capitalize on all the how-tos. So I think I had an inkling that was the case, and I guess I had a hope that was the case. But I was on board, right from the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. In the program, for anyone watching, you can go to iHeartCoaching.com and you'll see that it's a combination of mindset work, business systems and structures, and then obviously coaching techniques. It's a coaching training program. And so you're totally right, Erica. I feel like you can't have one without the other two. So that's why we have all of them. That's why we start with the mindset work. And honestly, it ends up being the majority of our students' favorite part of the program, which is funny. So final question for you. What are you most excited about coming up?
Oh boy. In the real short term, I am launching a 30-day program in September to help women take steps each day to transform their relationship with food and body. And so I'm really looking forward to getting that out to as many people as possible. That's what is exciting me at the moment.
Love it. Beautiful. Well, like I said, for anyone on the fence, don't stay on the fence. Take advice from Erica, move forward with your dreams, and go to iHeartCoaching.com before we close the doors. So Erica, thank you so much. It was lovely chatting with you as always. You're so special to us. I'm just excited to see what's next for you. And obviously we work together in our mastermind, so we have very close connections throughout the rest of this year. But thank you so much for sharing your perspective and also offering people a glimpse inside your business. For anyone who is interested in similar work to what Erica does, you can comment below and post some questions. She also pairs her work with Danielle Laporte's Desire Map work. So it's really amazing what she's been able to create. So if anyone wants to know more, just comment below. So thank you so much, Erica. I'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.